Man, it was pretty stressful because, I was going through what I was going through, within myself. But once I filed, everything becomes public record. And
whatever we ever have done has been done with consensual adults who into what we into and like what we like. If we want something, we know exactly where to go to get it. We ain't never forced nobody. We ain't never drugged nobody against their will. And we can't just, weaponize social media to take down people who have families and who communities depend on. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about who have done everything that they can to uplift and help to evolve our communities.
At 50, Tiny Harris finally opens up about her stormy marriage with T.I., a relationship once glamorized on Family Hustle, but later shadowed by divorce papers, cheating whispers, lawsuits, and even abuse claims.
More people are coming forward saying rapper T.I. and his wife Tiny.
The newest set of accusers join others who say the Atlanta-based couple drugged them, then took advantage of them.
Their love story started back in Atlanta in 2001, blossomed into hip-hop royalty, then unraveled under the weight of scandal, accusations, and public drama.
New York attorney Tyrone Blackburn represents 9 anonymous women who say the Harrises drugged, sexually assaulted, and in some cases, kidnapped them.
What began as loyalty and empire building turned into betrayal and survival. Fans started wondering, what was the real price of this power couple's fame? T.I. and Tiny's journey kicked off in 2001, long before either could imagine the chaos ahead. T.I. was then a hungry rapper hustling through Atlanta's fierce hip-hop scene, while Tiny, already a star with the R&B group Escape, was the seasoned one. Despite their age gap, sparks flew instantly.
Okay, can we get your names?
What's up? I'm Tiny.
I'm Candy.
I'm Tamika.
And I'm Tasha.
All right.
In those early years, Tiny became the steady hand behind T.I.'s rise. Through arrests and legal troubles, she never wavered. Friends noticed no matter what storm hit, Tiny was there, visiting, defending, holding it all down. That loyalty shaped how the public saw them, Tiny as the anchor, the quiet strength of their bond. Their connection wasn't just romantic. It was strategic. Tiny had the fame, the industry links, and the money, while T.I. was still building his name. Being with her boosted his spotlight instantly.
We had just exchanged numbers in the mall, so we ended up just meeting around the corner.
She followed me out the mall.
I followed him too.
Child in tow. Followed me across the street, the $3 cafe.
For Tiny, T.I. embodied the raw, street-charged energy of Atlanta's new hip-hop wave. She was drawn to his drive and magnetic charm. By 2007, he popped the question, ushering in a new era for their high-profile love story.
The wedding was beautiful, I can't complain.
But before wedding bells could ring, T.I. faced a major setback, his 2009 federal weapons sentence. Through it all, Tiny stood firm, visiting him, keeping their home life grounded, and proving once again just how deep her loyalty ran, even when their future hung by a thread.
For a man who was just sentenced to more than a year in federal prison, the rapper T.I. seemed more grateful than grave.
By the mid-2000s, T.I. had climbed his way to the top, becoming one of the South's biggest rap heavyweights. Hit after hit cemented him as a dominant force in the hip-hop game, proving his rise was no fluke.
Industry.
Through every high and low, Tiny was right there. More than just his partner, she often played the role of his backbone, even stepping into a manager-like position when needed. But their loyalty-fueled bond didn't come without judgment. Some people questioned why Tiny stayed so invested in a man constantly surrounded by chaos and legal drama, while others praised her for standing firm when walking away would have been so much easier. That mix of loyalty and grit became the glue that held them together, at least for a while. Their love story started as a partnership born out of survival and ambition. But as time went on, it evolved into something far more complicated, and at times destructive. By 2010, nearly a decade after they first got together, T.I. and Tiny made it official. The two tied the knot in a star-studded Miami ceremony, surrounded by family, friends, and A-list guests. For longtime fans, it felt like the fairy tale ending they'd been waiting for, a rare moment of calm after years of public ups and downs. Together, they built a blended family that became central to who they were. Tiny and T.I. shared 3 kids of their own, and each brought children from past relationships, forming a big, lively household that later became the heart of their VH1 reality show, T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle.
We challenge one another to see who's the best in shape.
Yes, sir, because I know I'm going to beat you. How you think?
The show pulled back the curtain on their home life, showing them as a strong, close-knit family juggling fame, business, and parenting. Fans saw T.I. as the protective dad, Tiny as the nurturing mom, and loved how real their differences felt. The series didn't just entertain. It redefined their public image. After years of controversy in T.I.'s prison stints, the show recast them as grounded, relatable, and family-first. Many viewers still believe Family Hustle was as much a PR move as it was a reality show. But behind the polished smiles, the cracks were already showing. Whispers of T.I.'s infidelity grew louder, and Tiny's subtle social media posts and interviews hinted that things weren't as perfect as they seemed. Still, they pushed forward, bound by history, image, and the unspoken pressure to stay united in the spotlight.
On Red Table Talk, you said that you've never slept with anyone else, and he said, I've never been dishonest with you. And it was sort of this kind of, people are trying to kind of decipher that whole thing.
Family always stayed at the center of their story. For Tiny, her kids were everything. She worked hard to give them a sense of normalcy, even when chaos followed their father everywhere. For T.I., that family image became a way to showcase maturity and responsibility. Their marriage wasn't just built on love. It was a mix of business, branding, and survival. Together, they crafted a family empire that kept them relevant in the spotlight. But behind closed doors, the pressure of rumors, betrayal, and constant public scrutiny began to weigh heavy. What looked stable on the surface was quietly cracking underneath, especially as whispers of T.I.'s infidelity grew too loud to ignore.
Who don't understand, Tip had some infidelities with a girl who I hired, and that girl is one of the reasons why I got my own house.
By the mid-2010s, Tiny stopped dodging the questions and began addressing the cheating talk herself, confirming what many had long suspected. Then came the bombshell. Tiny's name got linked to boxing champ Floyd Mayweather, T.I.'s biggest rival. The connection sparked wild speculation that Tiny was finally getting, even after years of her husband's alleged affairs. T.I. and Mayweather's tension exploded into a public fight in Las Vegas in 2014, turning private pain into national headlines.
And they say, you and T.I.
Yes. I just tell men like this. If you feel like your woman is a trophy, she should be at home on the shelf.
Adding fuel to the fire, Tiny dropped a song around that same time, and fans swore it was about Mayweather. The lyrics and timing were just too pointed to ignore, and suddenly everyone was convinced she was finally reclaiming her power. But by December 2016, the fairy tale was over. Tiny filed for divorce, citing infidelity and broken trust. After years of public embarrassment, it was the move that confirmed what fans had whispered for so long. The marriage was in serious trouble.
I mean, it was pretty stressful because, I was going through what I was going through, within myself. But once I filed, everything becomes public record.
Then, during their separation, T.I. made headlines again, this time for saying marriage isn't natural for men. The comment caused an uproar and painted him as tone deaf, especially with Tiny once again cast as the one holding everything together. Still, against all odds, the couple reconciled. By 2017, they were back in public, attending events and filming The Family Hustle like nothing had happened. The pattern was clear: betrayal, breakup, then reunion. For Tiny, staying seemed rooted in loyalty and shared history. For T.I., it was a way to keep his family-centered image alive.
I saw this video that was online of Tip backstage slapping a girl's ass. You should not be grabbing on nobody's ass. Like, I care about the cheating and the disrespect.
You are upset, but not with me. You upset with the people who keep calling.
But the cheating talk never really stopped. Even after making up, fans doubted the peace would last. Many admired Tiny's strength, while others questioned if her loyalty had become her weakness. The imbalance in their marriage was impossible to ignore. Tiny kept sacrificing while T.I. kept testing limits. And the world watched it all play out in real time. Unlike most celebrity couples, they didn't hide the drama. Their social media turned into a stage for their personal battles. Tiny posting cryptic quotes that hinted at betrayal, T.I. responding with shady likes and comments. Every post became a headline, every emoji a clue. Blogs couldn't look away, and fans couldn't stop watching. Their marriage had become a full-blown spectacle, part love story, part public feud.
Marriage. Against me, we're supposed to be together. And that, to me, I felt like maybe it was because it was so new to you. Maybe you hadn't learned how to control it.
In 2019, things reached a boiling point when T.I. joined Jada Pinkett Smith on Red Table Talk to discuss marriage and loyalty. During the sit-down, he openly admitted to holding Tiny to a different standard than himself, expecting her to stay faithful while brushing off his own behavior. The confession went viral instantly, lighting up social media and exposing the deep imbalance that had long defined their marriage.
New York attorney Tyrone Blackburn represents 9 anonymous women who say the Harrises drugged, sexually assaulted, and in some cases, kidnapped them.
Fans wasted no time calling out T.I. for his hypocrisy, while others couldn't help but feel for Tiny, who had stood by him through years of public disrespect. The interview confirmed what many suspected. T.I. didn't see their marriage as equal. For Tiny, hearing her husband say that on such a huge platform was another painful blow in a pattern of betrayals. Their drama, once private, had turned into public entertainment. Every disagreement, every cryptic post became fuel for gossip blogs. Instead of finding healing behind closed doors, they aired everything online, turning their relationship into a live spectacle. It kept their names trending, but stripped away the privacy most couples need to survive. By letting fans witness their breakdown in real time, T.I. and Tiny became known as much for conflict as for love. Then came 2021, and the controversy that changed everything. Suddenly, their marriage was pulled into one of the most damaging scandals of their careers. Multiple women came forward online with serious allegations of misconduct involving the couple. The claims varied, but the sheer volume sparked investigations and sent the internet into a frenzy. For months, headlines were dominated by shocking details. Some believed it exposed a dark side to their relationship. Others called it a coordinated attack meant to destroy their empire.
T.I. and his wife Tamika Harris, aka Tiny, are defending themselves from new allegations made by former friend Sabrina Peterson.
The fallout hit fast. T.I. lost major deals and entertainment gigs as brands quickly backed away. Tiny wasn't spared either. Many accused her of knowing too much or choosing silence over accountability. This time, the controversy felt different. Louder, heavier, impossible to dismiss. Their lawyer fiercely denied the accusations, calling it all a smear campaign and reminding the public that no evidence had been proven. Still, the damage was done. Even without charges, the stain on their reputation was undeniable, and the empire they'd built together suddenly looked more fragile than ever.
Even before there was a T.I. family hustle, papers been saying divorce may be looming. We hope for the better. And the only person who can answer that better than us is you. How's everything going between you and the missus?
Oh, I'm fine.
Even though T.I. and Tiny still showed up together here and there, fans couldn't ignore the shift in their vibe. The flirty posts and cozy family moments that once defined their brand had all but disappeared. Tiny seemed laser-focused on her kids and her own projects, while T.I. dove deep into business ventures and solo appearances far from the family spotlight. In interviews, T.I. insisted they were solid, but his words felt vague and rehearsed. Tiny, on the other hand, stayed quiet. No big statements, no clarifications. That silence only poured gasoline on the rumors. Many started to believe that, while they might still share a marriage license, emotionally, they were living completely separate lives.
They had a phenomenal Christmas, man. Baby's phenomenal. Everybody doing great. She's doing phenomenal. You know what I mean?
Their once-beloved reality show, the one that sold them as hip-hop's power family, had quietly disappeared. The image of unity had faded, replaced by whispers that the end was near. By 2023, blogs were buzzing louder than ever, catching Tiny's subtle online hints that she'd reached her breaking point. What people really noticed, though, was her transformation. After years of being accused of tolerating T.I.'s behavior, Tiny started reclaiming her narrative. She seemed stronger, surer, no longer content to be defined only as T.I.'s wife. Behind the scenes, leaked conversations suggested the marriage had left scars she could no longer hide. Around this time, she reunited with her group Xscape, touring, performing, standing on her own. And fans took note. She didn't need T.I. by her side to stay relevant. His absence at her shows only fueled the growing belief that the couple's paths had finally split.
By 2005, Xscape had been broken up for a while, but then you guys tried to reunite and do a fourth album, Unchained?
Yeah, unchained.
By 2024, their marriage existed in a strange limbo. There was no official divorce, but the emotional distance was obvious. Some fans praised Tiny for standing by her man through everything. Others couldn't understand why she stayed in a relationship that had drained her for so long. At 50, she had become both the symbol of resilience and the reflection of the pain that came with loving T.I. Through years of legal trouble, cheating rumors, and endless public scrutiny, she had paid a price few could imagine. Whether it was love, loyalty, or just history that kept her there, one thing was clear. The marriage had cost her more than anyone truly knew.
When you're dealing with a celebrity couple, when they're trying to go through marital issues, and it just put a lot of back and forth, a lot more strain.
As for T.I., the fallout left a lasting stain. Once hailed as the King of the South, his crown had tarnished. Music was still part of his world, but he no longer ruled the charts or the culture. The empire he and Tiny built now carried the weight of scandal and heartbreak. By 2025, they're technically still together, but everyone knows the story has changed. What began as a hip-hop fairy tale has become one of the genre's most controversial love stories, a cycle of devotion, betrayal, and endurance. And through it all, Tiny's silence speaks volumes. Their legacy? A mix of passion and pain that fans will debate for years to come.